Russell.
And I'm Allan.
And welcome to Popculture Pontification.
Spoilercast. I'll edit that gap out. Where we occasionally sit down and talk about a topic or movie that is too hot for the traditional podcast.
Yeah, that's it. This is like the adults only version.
That's it. Now, for those of the people who have decided not to actually read the title of this, which is probably going to have the name of the thing we're reviewing.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Today we're going to talk about, in somewhat great detail, Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. I thought you were just going to end at Star Wars, so that's why I really ramped that up.
No.
Alright, so we're doing this on a separate recording. A much more comfy recording, actually. Because we decided to shift to my couch instead of the table.
We've discovered that the microphone works pretty decently on the couch.
We just got to be super careful about not bumping the mic.
Yeah.
But yes, so we have decided to get super comfy on the couch and just have in sort of after hours, or too hot for TV, recording.
It's getting rather too saucy. Let's get back to the subject of the podcast.
Alright, sure. What don't you kick us off?
Okay, so
You got written notes.
I do have written notes. I had to write it all down before I went to bed because I would usually forget this sort of stuff. We should start at the start.
Start at the start.
Which sees
It's a big scrolling screen of text.
Oh yeah, fuck the text. The
Then
text says
they pan down to a planet.
Star Wars happened and now Luke Skywalker is missing.
Where is he? He's gone walkabout.
Yeah, and we find the First Order, who are basically the Empire.
Yes.
They have stormtroopers and Darth Vader-like people. And they are chasing Poe Dameron.
God, you remember all the names.
Yeah.
You had to remind me, the main characters'
Really?
names.
I had to remind you of somebody's name.
Oh, what a mystery.
What a shock.
What a shock. What a surprise.
Played by Oscar Isaac. He is the best star pilot in the Rebellion.
In the Rebellion, yes.
And
they're not really the Rebellion anymore.
The Resistance.
They're the Resistance, backed by the Republic.
They own all the IP. I don't know why they didn't just reuse the old name.
Well, because now time has passed, it's a separate thing. They're the ones in charge now.
But a Rebellion and a Resistance are virtually the same thing.
I suppose so. But they're resisting the First Order. They're not rebelling against the Empire. So I think, that wise, it makes sense.
I guess.
There's a lot of things in this movie that are well, if you explain it, it kind of makes sense.
There's a lot of things that are very slightly different from the original movie.
That's true, yes.
Anyway, we join Poe as he is searching for some information to lead them to, lead the Resistance, led by General Leia Organa.
And it's really nice that she's, still floating about, you know?
Yeah.
She's not, just stuck down in sort of a desk job as a princess.
No, she's got, military...
She's not even she can't be a princess anymore. Her planet doesn't exist.
Wow, I shouldn't laugh so evilly about that.
Yeah. It did come up quite several times that C-3PO, who shows up, will go up and oh, hello, Princess Leia. I mean, General Leia.
Yeah.
It's bit insensitive there, C-3PO. She can't be princess of a planet that doesn't exist anymore.
Sorry, General, I forgot that everyone you know and love is dead.
You're one of the 10 people from Alderaan who are still alive.
We meet Poe.
For the people who have just tuned in for this is pretty much how every review that Russell attempts to run through the movie chronologically, and I will go off on crazy tangents.
Yeah.
So, but I find it dreadfully boring if you run through. We're not going to sit here as you recount the entire movie. No, we're not going
through the whole thing, but I feel we have to have some sort of structure.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're not going to cover everything we want to cover.
I will lay down the baseline plot. Han Solo's replacement, hotshot pilot for the Republic, is attempting to obtain part of a map to go find Luke, who's buggered off to find the very first Jedi temple.
Yep. Sure.
There you go. That's 20 minutes of you talking boiled down to 10 seconds.
So we meet Poe.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, go on.
And his droid, BB-8.
BB-8.
Who is the star of the movie, I think.
Pretty much. In the same way that, R2-D2 was the driving point of every piece of plot of the original trilogy.
And this is where the plot starts in virtually the same way as...
there's a lot of, hey, this is pretty similar to the very first movie.
So Poe has some information vital to the Resistance.
Stored on a crystal, a black crystal, by the looks of it.
A USB drive.
Basically, yes.
And he puts it in his droid
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Oh, you got to run away, stormtroopers!" And
Well, initially they try to fly away,
Yeah.
but then that doesn't pan out.
no,
And so I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Kylo Ren is coming, who's Darth Vader.
Yes.
Uh,
Basically Darth Vader.
yeah. It's almost exactly the same as the start of A New Hope when Leia put the data in R2
Yes.
and Darth Vader showed up.
Now, I think a lot of this movie is them going, you can like this, it's not the prequels.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the first movie.
You know that stuff you liked about
remember
Star
all
Wars?
this? You remember all the
this
bits?
is the same as
This
that.
is just like, a retelling, but with like different people
Yeah.
doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Which is one of the main problems I had with it.
Oh.
Of the few problems that I had, I really love the movie. We've talked about going and watching it again together. Just a bro's night. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I really liked it. Quite want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I did feel like there was a little too much, like, of that. Of attempting to please the fans by basically just going, this is A New Hope, just retold.
I feel like they got close to being too...
Too callbacky?
Yeah. Too, like, worshipful of the old ones.
Yes.
But they didn't quite go too far for me.
It took me out of it, because I was, like, watching it, and I was like,
This is
that's basically
like
what happened
Death
there.
Star trench run.
Yes. And this is look, it's a wizened little old
Yeah.
it's an old wise person giving someone a lightsaber.
Yeah.
You know. All that sort of stuff. There's a lot of references.
That belonged to your father.
That belonged to your father. Who belonged to his father.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We're referencing a thing that was referenced. Continue.
It all goes bad for them there. Poe
Yes.
gets captured by Kylo Ren, the villain of the piece,
Mhm.
and taken back to the Star Destroyer.
Much like Leia was captured.
Yeah.
Mm.
But one of the stormtroopers who came along, FN 2187 or something
Jesus
like
Christ, I don't know.
that. Yeah. Is ordered to, along with his comrades, massacre all these defenseless villagers.
Well, they did harbour one of their enemies.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But still, there's a lot of Nazi, like,
Yeah,
similarities
it's a lot of, like,
drawn.
overtones.
Yeah.
And with their whole, like, big rally thing they have later.
Yes. It's like a guy standing up like, we will destroy, we will crush.
Yeah, and they're
Hail
all like-
Hitler.
Yeah, basically. This stormtrooper refuses to fire on them.
Yes. The backstory of that is that they don't use clone troopers.
No,
anymore.
they use, like, indoctrinated
Brainwashed children
Yeah.
that have been part of their thing the entire
Yeah,
time. And, you know, since birth, they don't know any different.
yeah.
Right.
And he decides that he doesn't want to be involved in this dastardly organization anymore, and he flees with the help of Poe, who he
Yes.
frees from.
Who he needs
Yes.
to pilot a ship,
This is
because
pilot.
he is a stormtrooper, not a storm pilot.
Yes.
Which is probably not even a thing.
One of the early funny moments,
Yes.
of which there were many in this.
I did
He
feel like
says,
they
I
led...
just feel like it was the right thing to do.
It's like, you need a
need a
pilot.
pilot, yeah,
Yeah,
you need a
pilot.
And John Boyega, who plays Finn, FN2, etc.
Mm-hmm.
He's so funny. I've never seen him before. Like,
He
his
did-
like
yeah,
comic
he-
timing and his
he
like
does
physical
that.
comedy is really good as well.
I did feel like they tried to lean on the comedy button a little bit too much for like all these innocent civilians just got massacred. Let's have a funny line after that. It's the same problem you had with Eric the Viking.
Oh yeah.
Is that it was comedy mixed with maudlin, you know? And I feel like they did lean a little bit too heavily on the comedy. Because in the old movies, there wasn't that many funny moments.
There was a few. It was
There was a
mostly
few.
C-3PO.
Yes, and it wasn't really sort of like slapstick sort of comedy.
Yeah.
Which is what I feel like occurred in this a little bit.
There was a bit of it. I liked it though. For some reason, it wasn't a problem for me in this one.
Okay, maybe I just tried to take it a little too seriously.
Maybe.
You're doing the thing, you're running through every plot point, you're just describing the movie.
No, I'm taking us off in a different direction.
Okay, well then maybe I spoke too soon.
What did you think of Poe and of Finn?
I feel that Poe was desperately attempting to be the new Han.
I feel like he didn't get much of a chance.
He didn't, yes. Because, well, we don't even need to warn about spoilers. There's a whole thing
Yeah,
of
this
spoilers.
is not.
During the escape, it is implied that he's dead.
Yeah. Not very well, because nobody who dies off screen is actually dead.
Yes.
If you've ever seen a movie.
He comes back later on.
Yeah, he just rocks up. He's
And
like,
he just rocks
I'm
out.
not dead.
He rocks up with a pretty cool, like, pilot run through the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Little cool visual effect of him taking out like 10 TIE fighters. Yeah. He comes back and he's like, "Hey, I'm alive," and they're like, "How?" He's like, "I got thrown from the ship. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
And that's as much detail as they go into how he got off a desert planet.
Yeah. I love that planet, by the way.
Which is basically
Tatooine,
yeah.
But with additional wreckage of
enormous Empire
Star Destroyers and
yes.
AT-ATs.
Yeah. Again, it's like here's a new character. She's basically Luke now.
Yeah, Rey is our next new character. We haven't talked about BB-8, but we'll get to him later.
Well, he's really just a plot device.
No way, he's the best. He's so cute.
He is cute, and he's R2-D2. That's all he is.
Yeah,
but
like
he's
not
moving. He's not
R2-D2.
much of a character.
He's
probably got as much character as R2-D2 did.
Yeah.
He's more expressive because he can do like head tilts and like sort of all that sort of stuff.
And he can do a thumbs up.
He did do that. Thumbs up did make me laugh. I did
that like killed in my theater.
I think it did invite as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is basically Luke. She's stuck on a planet. She was abandoned there by someone.
Possibly Luke.
More than likely, it's Luke's daughter.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee you it's Luke's daughter.
Yeah.
She's force sensitive.
Yeah.
And
and a great pilot.
Yeah, and she's a great pilot. And she gets off the planet on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
So, again, huge similarities.
Absolutely.
Huge callbacks. I feel like they didn't try to make their own thing. They just tried to please
Even
fans.
then, like later, they go to a cantina.
They do go to a cantina.
With a cantina band.
Yeah. Not as catchy music as the actual cantina.
No, I can't remember this cantina music. Yeah.
I'm just providing backing notes so you can go.
Waiting and enjoying it.
Alright, yep.
So what do you think about Finn?
I feel like it was just really heavily implied throughout all the lead up to the movie that he was going to be the main character.
He was one of the main characters.
Like, he was going to be the Jedi.
They like showed him
with the lightsaber. Isn't on the poster him holding a lightsaber?
Possibly.
Yes.
He did use a lightsaber in the movie.
He did use a lightsaber
but
in the movie.
I'm sure at some point in the original trilogy, like possibly when the lightsaber is first introduced, Obi-Wan says only a Jedi has the skill to wield such a weapon.
It is absolutely stated in A New Hope that only a Jedi has like the reflexes and ability.
Because then he also like cut their own arms off.
Yeah. You know why though? It's because the blade doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah.
So all you're dealing with is this thing that you're holding in your hand. And just this thing fucking whipping around.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't weigh anything.
And all it has to do is touch you to cause...
And you're just horribly fucked.
Yeah.
Which does annoy me, is that he could use it. Maybe he's force sensitive as well. I don't know.
Maybe he is.
He does, at one point, fight the Sith guy. Who's going to forget?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Or Ben Solo. And he killed his dad.
He did. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
This guy, what's his name? Kev, blah, blah. What's the black guy's name?
Finn.
Kev from?
He's not like an
I thought his
Aussie
name, for some reason I thought that the initials was KV.
No.
Anyway, Finn. Finn fought a Sith Lord. Well, Darth Vader replacement.
A Knight of Ren.
A Knight of Ren, yes. In a lightsaber battle and didn't immediately die.
Yeah. Did he even I think he actually...
I don't think he hit him.
No.
I think he didn't. He may have done.
Yeah.
The only reason why, in plot form, he stood even the slightest chance was because the bad guy had been shot with Chewie's bowcaster.
Yeah. And also he was probably suffering some mental anguish after murdering his father.
Well, let's talk about that then. And all the problems I have with that.
Okay. Well, first off, I want to say that it was good that Han Solo got killed.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that.
Allow me to qualify my statement.
Here's my main point.
Oh, okay.
Han Solo's son, Ben Solo, or whatever his other, Kylo Ren, got the weirdest fucking face of any actor I've ever seen.
He is an unusual looking man.
He has a very odd looking face.
Yeah.
And I can see why they kept him in the helmet.
Yeah. When he took the helmet off and you thought, is he going to be all fucked up like Darth Vader?
And I was like, well, he is fucked up, but just in a normal way.
Yeah.
He's just got a weird looking face. It's an odd casting choice.
Yeah. I've not seen him in anything before.
It is like a cast of unknowns, which is good.
For the most part.
Quite right. For the most part. Not in any major blockbuster that I'm aware of.
Although John Boyega was in a movie called Attack the Block, which I really want to watch now because I thought he was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm the
We
wrong
really need
person.
like an IMDb
We
page.
really gotta have the IMDb page up for this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an issue with every other like spoiler cast we ever
Yeah.
do. Okay, now here's my problem. Well, you brought up Han Solo being killed first. So you
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
Okay, so this movie is like almost slavishly devoted to the original movies.
that. Yes.
It's a good move to get the fan base back on side.
Yeah, after the travesty of the
After the prequels,
prequels.
which very few people liked. I feel that it is important to kill Han Solo
Mhm.
to start to sever the
ties.
to the old movie. Like it's grounded in the originals now,
Yes.
but all the new characters are great.
You're saying like it can't grow with like the old cast still there.
I mean, they're good in the
Because
movie.
if they continued forward with everybody,
Yeah.
they'd be like, well, I don't want to see these fucking other people. I want to see Han Solo kicking ass.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm glad that he's out of the way because we still have the old movies and Han Solo is great.
Yes, Han Solo is the best fucking character in the old movies. He has...
Well, my favourite C-3PO. And Jabba the Hutt.
Han Solo has the most badass moments in the original trilogy.
Yeah, when he shoots Greedo.
Yeah, when he takes no shit.
Yeah.
Shoots Greedo. They walk into, in the second movie, they walk into a dining room and fucking Lord Vader's there. Everybody else is shitting their pants.
Yeah.
What does Han Solo? Pulls his gun out and fucking shoots it. That's fucking badass.
So it does that. It sort of clears the field for the new characters to grow and...
Yep.
And it also gives like a reason to feel something about the bad guy.
Yeah, it does.
Because at the start of the
concrete
movie,
him as
he's
a
like
villain.
a shitty Darth Vader ripoff.
It's true, yes.
But then like you're like, oh, his emotional struggle of like between the dark side and his family.
He is sort of following Vader's lead though.
Yeah.
Because Vader killed his father, being the Emperor.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's also a level of similarity there.
Yeah.
Where he sort of killed his father figure
Yeah.
to sort of like do his own thing.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just thought of that right then.
Yeah. And even if you don't buy into his like emotional
Turmoil?
yeah,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh, that motherfucker killed Han Solo. I hate that bastard.
Yeah. Here's my problems with it.
Okay.
Chewbacca has a life debt to Han.
Yeah.
Which is why he kicks around with
Fuck
Han.
that up.
His Han saved his life
Yes.
at some point. So now, in Wookiee fucking society,
Yeah.
Chewbacca's life now belongs to Han.
See.
So he's got to do
So he's
whatever
like
he
a
can.
slave.
Sort of, kind of. They sort of bro it around.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's like the reason why they got together.
Right.
This dickwad kills Han Solo.
Yeah.
What does Chewbacca do? Shoots him.
Yeah.
Fucking thumbs up on that. But then he just leaves.
It doesn't shoot him to death.
Doesn't keep shooting him.
Yeah.
You know, you just shot him. He's fucked up. Keep
Yeah.
shooting him.
Oh, you have a laser weapon with literally unlimited ammunition.
Yeah, well. And what does he do after that?
Maybe he thought the bombs would take care of the...
He's a Sith.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, so projected that Han was going to get killed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as they were in the thing, clink, 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 clicking all the bombs in, and he was like, here you go, Chewie, here's the detonator. I was like,
Yeah.
well, Han's going to die.
Even before then, when he was like, I have to go and try and bring my son back. I'm like, oh, you're fucking dead, Han.
He's dead. Yeah.
You're dead.
He's not just going to fucking turn this around in the
Yeah.
first movie. Jesus.
They'd have to come up with a whole new bad guy for the second movie. Nah, it wouldn't have worked.
Well, they got that big, weird-looking dude who they didn't describe at all.
Ah, yeah, that
There's
shut me
no
off.
reference to him.
It was like in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Mm.
where that, whatever the fuck Lee Pace's shitty bad guy was.
Oh, the main bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Ronan.
Yeah. He goes to meet like his boss, Thanos,
Mm-hmm.
who, if you've read the comic books, he's probably like a big deal.
Thanos?
Yeah.
It's a fucking huge deal.
But watching the movie, he's just some fat purple idiot sitting on an asteroid or something going, oh, I'm a big deal, you better respect me. And I was like, shut up, I don't care about you.
But he does have the Infinity Gauntlet, though.
Yeah, but that's just a, ooh, the infinite. I don't know what that is. I just watch the movies.
Okay. Well, once...
So Snoke to me was a similar sort of...
Oh, that was the bad guy. God, you're
Yeah.
good at remembering these names.
I wrote them all down before I went to bed.
Did
see?
you? Oh, Jesus. Well,
Yeah.
it'll be on the wiki anyway, surely.
Yeah. But he
Yeah.
was like a I'm threatening because I have all this non-specific power.
He does. He's like the new emperor, basically.
Yeah.
But we don't have any information about him or see him do anything other than give orders.
Yeah, except he's the boss of these bad dudes.
When he first showed up, I was so impressed. I was like, "You're a fucking enormous evil bad guy. Look at the size of him. He's fucking massive." No, it's a hologram.
It's a hologram. He's just a regular sized guy.
If he turns out to be enormous, though, that'd be pretty impressive.
Laugh if the hologram is projected and he's like, 10 times taller than an old man. The real version of him is like 100 times taller.
Maybe he's like.
But that's like too intimidating. They have
or
to shrink him down for
Or it
hologram.
goes the other way, and he's like Yoda size, and they're like trying to now look how big I am. It's scary. In reality, it's super tiny.
And really, he has a squeaky little voice.
I feel like they should have gone into at least some description of him.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of killing Vader and the Emperor was that in the plot they were like the last practitioners of the dark side.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? Where did this guy come from?
Yeah. I assume he's got to be someone.
If he is in the extended universe, I haven't had a chance.
Oh no, they killed the extended universe.
But his race might be part of the old extended universe. In the extended universe, you kill Vader and the Emperor. There's still fucking 50,000 practitioners of the dark side floating around out there. They got over Han's death so quickly. It was like everyone. It was like,
Leia was
he's
a
dead.
bit sad.
She was like, oh, it's a bit sad, bit of a hug. Then 2 minutes later, it was like, catch you later.
Yeah.
See you on the Millennium Falcon. Go find Luke. Have fun. It wasn't like my husband and father of my child is dead.
Yeah.
And my son is theoretically dead as well.
Did they think that?
And she's Leia's force sensitive as well, so she knew when he died.
Yeah, she collapsed in the command center or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Chewbacca
would have just gone all out trying to kill this guy.
Yeah.
In logic context of it.
He did blow up the planet he was on.
Well, he blew it up a bit.
Yeah.
And then the fucking hotshot Han Solo replacement came in and finished the job.
Yeah.
Which kind of shat me off as well, because it was like, that means Han just died for nothing. It's like, we'll blow this place up. Kaboom. You didn't do enough damage.
No,
Hotshot guy made a hole though,
They made
so
a
the
hole
guy
for
could
that
go
guy.
in and blow it up, and then he could be the big hero.
They enabled him to do it. That's like on the
Passing of the torch,
Forest
maybe?
Mid of Endor. You could say, Han didn't do anything. He didn't blow up the Death Star, but he lowered the shield so that Lando could go and do it.
I guess, but still. It just made his death feel cheaper. His sacrifice wasn't enough.
Yeah, but he didn't sacrifice himself to blow that place up. He was trying to recover his son.
I guess,
and he failed in that, but that doesn't mean that it was...
He came, kind of close, though.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, the other thing, I don't really know how lightsabers work, but when he, impaled him on it, shouldn't have, the force of gravity on Han's body just, dragged him down and, the
I don't
lightsaber
think,
sliced up his head?
The lightsaber cauterizes as it cuts.
Yeah.
So, he got stabbed, but if it didn't, kill him immediately, he wouldn't have just slumped to death. In which case it would have just...
Oh, so, his muscles are holding him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't dead until he fell off.
Yeah. And then the planet exploded. I'm actually glad that they, properly killed him. There's no chance of Han...
He's not coming back, no, yeah.
He got impaled in the chest with a lightsaber. And then he got thrown into a bottomless pit. And then the planet exploded.
They really wanted to make sure they got rid of every bit of him.
Yeah.
It did annoy me that they were like, well, we can't make another Death Star. Let's make a Death Planet.
Starkiller Base. I actually thought Starkiller Base was great.
Starkiller Base was good, but it was clearly just them going, here's another thing that's similar to the original movie, but bigger.
But bigger. And with better CG.
Yes. Also, I hated the science of that.
What was that? Oh, draining the sun.
Draining the sun. I don't care how impressive your weapon is, you can't contain the nuclear force of an entire sun in a planet.
Well, no, it was only a bit of a sun. Or do they
drain the entire sun?
Is it one sun to load up one
That
shot?
was the impression I got. Maybe I just didn't hear it properly.
I thought they were just working on the one sun.
And they
had already drained part of it.
They'd only fired it twice though.
Yeah, so it's only half a sun. Maybe it's only a baby sun.
But they did very quickly explain the reason why they could fire a weapon and then destroy 5 planets.
Yeah.
Was that they somehow made a weapon that shoots faster than light.
Yes.
Yes. Bit of a cop-out. It's like, how can we have this stationary planet, destroy 5 planets of the Galactic Alliance? Oh, just have it shoot a beam of light that travels faster than light.
Yeah. It's space magic.
It's space magic.
Yeah. The Force.
A lot of the Force, a lot of the movies can be explained by, space.
Yeah.
Or, look at this incredible series of coincidences that brought everybody together. It's the Force, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's the Force.
You. There was a few bit parts that were really... I don't know, it just struck me as odd. Like the caliber of people they had in these roles with like no dialogue or anything. Like,
speaking of, allow me to derail you immediately.
Okay.
I was really kind of pissed off when I watched the credits that Mark Hamill got second billing. He was in the movie for like 10 seconds.
And didn't say anything.
He didn't have a single line.
Yeah.
Showed up if you want to really get specific, he showed up in a flashback.
Yeah.
Which I told you that was fucking Luke Skywalker with that hand in R2-D2.
No, I believed you. I just didn't notice it.
Okay. Showed up, robot hand on R2-D2.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. Cut to the end of the movie. Turned around, took his hood off, looked concerned.
I was like, I have a beard.
Looked concerned. The end.
Yeah.
He was in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even, 10 seconds. Second billing. Beat Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
In billing.
Beat fucking Finn and Rey.
Well, they were never going to get top billing.
I feel like they should have had it, and then they do the "and" at the end.
Mm.
You know, at the end of the credits, where like, this guy, and it's like the best guy in the movie.
Yeah.
And that really could have been an after the credits bit.
It really was.
I think they decided not to make it an after the credits bit, but it clearly could have been.
Yeah, that shat me off as well.
Mm.
It was like her and Chewie jet off in the Millennium Falcon to find Han Solo. Sorry, Han Solo. He's dead. Can't find him.
No.
Find Luke Skywalker. And because it was none of the star systems match up to what we've got here. But R2-D2 and new droid, whose name I forget, BB-8, together have found the map and found the way. They're like, catch you later. My husband's dead, but have a good time.
Yeah.
In his ship that he loved dearly. Have a good one. And then, like, it seems like really quickly, like way too quickly, cinematically, they were just like, we're here.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
but
if they left it till after the credits when they showed up on the planet, it would be like, okay, time has passed. It's taken them a while to get there.
I think I was expecting it to be them fly off credits.
Oh, and then show up.
the next movie.
But then they wouldn't have been able to put Mark Hamill in the movie at all.
Yeah, I guess. But then they, he could have just, like, had a rest.
He could have
He could have sat this one out.
Could have done a couple more sit-ups.
Yeah. Anyway, the cameos I wanted to point out was Thomas Brodie Sangster.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me who these people are, because I have no idea.
Well, I don't think you know him, but...
Don't fucking tell me what I know. Maybe I'm more bigger cinephile than you think.
Have you seen the Maze Runner movies?
I have. Thank you very much.
Well,
because my girlfriend made me.
yeah, me too. He's the English boy in those movies.
Oh, he's the young guy? The young-looking guy?
He's young and he's like...
They're all fucking young. Thin. That doesn't very... He's got blonde hair?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, he's like an Imperial computer guy on the Starkiller base.
Is he?
Yeah. And you see him for like
him.
2 seconds and I'm like, that's a guy. And Jamie's like, oh, that's a guy. I don't think he even spoke. He might have said like one thing. And it's like, he is... he's not an A-list actor, but he's been a star in Hollywood movies.
Do you feel like that is the sort of thing that really took you out of the experience?
No, but it was just like, I thought a sign of like, you could ask basically anybody, hey, you want to be in Star Wars?
You'd be like, absolutely.
I mean, you're not going to get to speak, and we'll give you like $1, but, it's Star Wars. And probably
I think they had the budget to give him a bit more than $1.
Yeah. And also, 2 of the stars of The Raid, and The Raid 2.
Why am I not surprised that you recognise these guys? Yeah. Russell's favourite series of movies, by the way.
Oh, they're pretty damn good. Do you remember when those pirate guys showed up to get money from Han?
Yes.
And they're like, you owe us money, Han. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then those monsters came out and killed everything.
Yep.
The 2...
Another comedy scene.
The 2, like, Asian pirate guys.
Oh, was one of those guys, like, the Mad Dog guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the guy who spoke.
I thought he looked familiar.
And then the other guy, who had, like, his hair styled into stupid devil horn things, was, like, the main star of The Raid and The Raid 2.
Oh. I didn't recognise that guy.
He didn't even get to speak. And they did, like, fight choreography on that sequence. And nobody fought. They just got massacred by tentacle monsters.
Maybe that stuff was cut.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I thought that was like a waste of potential because those guys are awesome.
They could have been fucking sweet Siths or something.
Yeah, when I heard they were in the movie, and when that fat guy, the like scrap dealer, when he asked those goons to get the droid off Rey, I thought, there's going to be an awesome kung fu battle, and she's going to like fight them with her staff.
Well, she did kind of a bit.
Yeah, but they were just like thugs. They just like tried to grab her.
That's true, but that allowed them to sort of like introduce, what's his face? Kip.
You're really bad at it.
I'm not good at names. I don't want to just keep calling him like the black guy.
Black guy.
Alright, I'll try to remember Finn. But yeah, because he thought she would be like in trouble, and now he's going to need to go save her, which allowed him to get close enough that the robot recognized him, blah blah blah. Recognized his jacket. But if it was
their relationship was adorable, by the way.
But
he kept on like grabbing her hand and trying to be like the tough one.
And she was like, "Get the fuck off."
It was like,
I did enjoy the fact that she was no nonsense.
There was also like an echo of A New Hope when they show up to rescue Leia.
And she's like,
I was like, "Great rescue, dickheads! Let me take charge."
And I love Leia.
Yeah.
In the original trilogy. My sexual awakening aside, she's really one of the very first ones that I remember. Strong female characters who take no shit.
She does not
take care of business. Yeah.
But Rey is also quite an ass kicker.
Yes.
And she defeats, like the first time she ever picked up a lightsaber. Well, apart from when she had like Vietnam flashbacks earlier in the movie. The first time she turns it on, she then defeats like one of the biggest...
The bad guy,
bad guys in a lightsaber duel.
Yeah, but then again, you look at the same battle and the guy with no force sensitivity whatsoever, and who's also injured, still holds his own.
Maybe Kylo Ren's just shit.
Maybe Kylo Ren's just a bit shit.
Yeah.
If it was like in-universe sort of stuff, they would both died so quickly. Even to an injured Sith, like a well-trained Sith. And she did sort of like center herself in the Force, and that was when she started winning.
Yeah, she actually changed her style completely after that. Because before that, she was just doing like...
She was like trying to stab
slow thrusts.
Yeah.
They could easily be deflected. And then afterwards, she started like swinging wild
I didn't enjoy the lightsaber battle.
No?
No. It felt very, very ham-handed.
I liked it, because...
It wasn't
They both felt... Like, presumably Kylo Ren doesn't have anybody to fight with his lightsaber. So...
But he would have been trained.
Yeah, but, like, not in an actual...
Combat
situation.
But he's Darth Vader, you know? He's supposed to be badass.
Yeah.
And I look back at the one thing that the prequels got right was lightsaber battles. Because those felt like they were dueling masters kicking each other, trying to kill each other, you know? And this just felt very amateurish.
I liked that, though, because, as I was saying earlier, like, one of the things I like the most about the movie is how young the new characters feel. Like, not how young the actors are or whatever. Or
they felt like they're very youthful.
Yeah, they're youthful, they're inexperienced.
Naive,
yeah. And they're learning about the world. Like, Rey's never been off her planet, and Finn's never been out of the army.
Never broken out of his brainwashing.
Yeah. And Kylo Ren as well, like...
No, Kylo Ren got trained as a Jedi.
Yeah.
By Luke.
Yeah.
So he knows how to fight.
But he was, like, taken by the dark side as a young man.
As he...
Well, and he still is a young man.
They don't really state how long he has been part of the dark side.
I get the feeling it was, like, at least a decade.
It's probably a long time.
Yeah.
But he slaughtered everybody in Luke's sort of Jedi camp.
Yeah, he did.
So... He's got to have been able to handle a lightsaber. He would have had lightsaber training.
Yeah.
And even if it was just him taking on a bunch of other amateurs, you know, he would have had to have some level of skill to win.
It's true.
And usually you don't get your lightsaber, Luke aside, until you are, like, you've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I guess.
Like, in-universe, getting your lightsaber is a big deal. Like, you've trained for a long time.
Yeah.
You know how to fight, you know how to handle it, so you don't kill yourself immediately.
Unless you're Luke or Rey.
Unless you're Luke, who's just got the highest force power of everybody ever.
Yeah. Or some random stormtrooper.
Or some random stormtrooper.
Who's apparently great at fighting with lightsabers.
Yeah. Oh. But when that fucking little... When it got revealed that she was the Jedi and Finn was not, haha, I remembered.
Yeah.
So when she handed it to him, it was like, he was not the Jedi and she was. And she handed it to him, it was like, you've got a weapon. I was like, well, no.
Yeah.
he should die almost immediately with this. And then when he does, like, quotation marks, die in his fight with Kylo Ren, who's an injured amateur Sith, whatever. But, yeah, the whole lightsaber fight, didn't feel very good to me. I didn't enjoy it.
I
agree
it was, like, amateurish, but I liked it for its amateurishness.
Even if it was just Kylo Ren playing with them.
Yeah.
It's like, I could easily win this, da-da-da. It's a pretty standard movie trope.
Yeah.
And the other guys were just, like, trying their best, but they suck until she found the center of the Force, da-da-da.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It felt like he was really trying to kill them.
Yeah, he's
but
just
they
not
were
very
just
good.
Yeah. And it would have been so easy for him to just, like, force hold them both.
Yeah,
kill
and then,
them,
like, decapitate them.
You're dead.
Yeah.
But he used the Force once outside of the fight, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, that I found disappointing.
I did like when at the start, Poe tried to shoot him, and he froze the laser bolt.
That was pretty bad.
And it just sat there for the whole scene. Until at the end, and it was, like, almost forgotten about. And then it went off, and, like, it exploded something.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
She is absolutely Luke's daughter.
Yeah, I think so.
I guarantee I will put...
But with who?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't know, anybody. Somebody who's dead and that's why he's hiding. Anyway, I'm sure that'll be gone into in the next movie. Yeah, that is the only, like, in-universe explanation for the reason why she would be able to stand up to somebody who's a trained Jedi. Is she has that degree of untapped potential.
I feel like in a galaxy, though, there could be, somewhere on the other side of the galaxy, another family that happens to have a genetic mutation, and then they produce...
However the Force-sensitive stuff works. Yes, no, I understand that. In-universe, though, that's not going to be what happens.
No, it's all about...
It's all about people we know, yeah.
I did like Kylo Ren's, like, temper tantrums.
That was good.
When he's just like, oh, things aren't going my way, I'm an angry child. Ah! And then the stormtroopers are walking down the hall, just like, oh, there goes Kylo Ren again.
Yeah. Classic Kylo Ren.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. That was obviously to show the anger of the dark side and so on.
Yeah.
When she centered herself, that was sort of like the calmness of the light side.
Yeah.
Versing his anger, so on and so forth.
I liked how Snoke, whoever he is, was talking about you must be wary of being seduced by the light side.
Yes, very mirror image of you've got to be worried about being worried about the dark side.
The seductive, like, light side stuff like family and not
I
being
never
an
really
asshole.
believed at any point that he would give in to the light. No. It was
No.
never really a concern. Because he's like, oh, Soak, help me, I'm being tempted by the light side.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Fuck off. You're going to kill Han and then become the main bad guy.
Yeah.
You're the only bad guy we've got except for this mysterious other person.
Yeah, well, I didn't believe it, but because I know there's going to be a 3 movie
It's a trilogy,
set.
yeah.
So if you...
And now he's dead. He's still alive. Of course he's fucking still alive.
When did they say he was dead?
Well, he got cut up and then left on a planet that was about to blow up.
Oh, I assumed that, like, somebody
will save him or he'll fucking...
Yeah.
Teleport away with cool force powers or something.
Yeah.
You can't do.
I don't know.
But now he's all cut up and his face is all cut up and maybe now he'll need the mask for real.
Yeah.
I don't know, another parallel to Vader. I'm pretty much running out of things that upset me about a movie that I really liked and want to watch again. I really feel like I've been hammering it down a little bit. This is really just me being nitpicky about like stuff I know outside of the universe and all that sort of stuff. I'm in an hour and I feel like you're running out of things to talk about.
I've just got a couple of little things.
Okay.
The space combat and... Well, not even space combat. It was like in-atmosphere fighter combat.
Ship-to-ship combat.
Yeah, ship combat. It was all good, I thought. It wasn't too chaotic like the prequels just threw like, oh, what about 500 X-Wings? Would you like that?
Yeah, I get that, yeah. No, I did like it. And I also liked how it showed off how good a pilot she was.
Yeah.
That when the turret got destroyed, he could only face down.
Yeah, that was
He
really cool.
manipulated the ship into a situation where he could still shoot.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like was the little cantina lady.
You didn't like her?
No.
Why not?
It's
She's
Uncanny
basically
Valley
Yoda.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't like that? Okay.
Yeah, because like...
She
They had so many,
she
like,
looked kinda
close-ups on her
weird.
face.
Yeah.
Like, you're a CG creature. And everyone, like, all the other Cantina people were people in masks and stuff. And I'm like, why didn't you just do that?
I guess so. I liked her as a character, though.
Yeah, well, I like the character.
She was like this movie's version of Yoda.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not force sensitive, but I've
I'm
been around for thousands of
small
years.
creature.
Yeah. I'm a wise small creature who's going to teach you about what you should do.
Yeah,
give you
there's a
wise
lightsaber.
sage advice.
Yeah.
And I have a lightsaber.
Go into this scary tunnel and have a dream.
It was underneath the temple.
Yeah.
I never really got hit by the Uncanny Valley stuff because I never really confused her for like trying to be real, you know? Which is like where the Uncanny Valley comes in. It's almost realistic, but not.
Yeah.
It never really hit me. I just recognized her as a fake little weird CGI
Yeah, that
thing.
kind of stuff puts me off though. If my brain goes, that's a CG thing, in a scene of real things, and I think that's fake.
Yeah, I suppose she was like the only pure CG thing in the movie.
Yeah.
Everything else had an aspect of reality to it.
I'm sure, like, at certain points, everybody was
CG. Yes.
But, yeah, like BB-8, for a lot of his...
A lot of that shit
stuff
was real, though.
Yeah.
You know what really, like, I noticed as I was watching it? Like, they're quite happy to show him going downstairs and down ramps and stuff like that.
How did he get upstairs?
They never show him going upstairs. Weird, that.
Yeah.
Then again, they never show R2-D2 going upstairs either. So.
No, or downstairs. Or on anything other than...
I think they showed him going downstairs.
Oh, really?
Once or twice. Yeah, he just sort of weirdly wobbles down. Or you see him going down, like, the last 2 steps onto the ground.
I think that's
all you got
to say.
I'm already tapped out.
Well, how about we finish on what we want to see in the next movie?
Okay. A bigger planet turned into a weapon. Which is weird was when they compared...
Galaxy Killer Base.
When they compared, like, there was like, this is the Death Star, and this is this Death Planet, Space Base Omega.
Star Killer Base.
Star Killer Base Omega. Star Killer. God, just... You know that why that's there, right?
That's
Star
the
Killer?
original name of...
Luke Skywalker was Star Killer, yeah.
Why the fuck would you call your kid Luke Star Killer?
Well, it's just... Why would anybody have the last name Hitler? It was just a name at that point.
Yeah, but Star Killer is like 2 verbs.
That's fucking awesome, though. My last name is Star Killer. That's badass.
I think you would have been picked on at school.
Whatever. Or I would have been the most popular person.
You would have been the emo kid.
What I like to see, any words coming out of Luke's mouth would be great.
That would be a step up.
Yeah. I don't know.
I assume he's going to teach Rey the ways of the Force.
He obviously will, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether he decides... There'll be some sort of conflict in regards to him not wanting to teach because the last people he teached got killed.
Yeah, or turned evil.
He won't want to take the lightsaber from her.
Mm.
Thank you for shoving your hands down your pants while I'm talking to you.
I had an itch.
What would I like to see? Some more background as to who that dark dude is.
Yeah, Snoke. That's what I meant.
I want to know who Snoke is. Yeah.
And like who the First Order are, and how they're related to the Empire, and who's
they
in
just
charge
sort
of
like the leftovers
the
of the
universe?
Empire. Who's in charge? The Republic is at the moment.
No, they all got destroyed.
Well,
by
yes.
Starkiller Base.
Now they're not around.
Yeah.
But now the First Order aren't around either, so it's going to be a bit of a power vacuum. Wasn't all of the First Order basically on that planet they got blown
No, they
up?
have like Star Destroyers and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure the Republic have ships as well that weren't in atmosphere.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see.
So what, you want politics in the next movie?
No, I don't want politics. I just want some sort of indication of who the sides are.
Well, all we know so far is the Republic, the Resistance, and the First Order.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
So I want to know a little bit about what's happened in the past X amount of years.
Not too much, because I think you can quite easily get bogged down in that.
Yes. But I want to see what led up to... I want to hear more about Soke.
Yeah. Maybe we want Luke to like lay some exposition.
We want a little bit of exposition
be like,
from Luke.
Oh, back in the old days, this happened and
this
that
is what
happened.
I want. Starts where it lets off.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't take it, why not? So on and so forth. This is what happened.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not going to take up and train you.
Yeah.
Because Soke came along, corrupted my friend's son.
Yeah.
And then he killed everybody.
Yeah.
And then I buggered off because I didn't want to be found anymore.
And then I abandoned my daughter.
And then I abandoned my... Oh, wait, you're from a desert planet?
Oh
I'm
my
crazy.
God.
I left my daughter on a desert planet.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. What's, like... There's not really any more conflict to resolve. To their knowledge, they killed that guy.
Presumably he's going to show up again.
He'll show up.
And be like, oh, I'm back, and now I'm pissed.
I want to see Finn and Poe sort of, like, kick about as birds.
Yeah. They had really good chemistry.
They did have good chemistry. I want to see them kicking about.
Poe, I feel like maybe there were some scenes cut that had more Poe.
I think he really got shortchanged. Yeah. Because he was just like, here I am, fun, a cocky starfighter.
Yeah, watch me do some
stuff. Oh, you're not going to get information out of me until you use the Force.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm a really cool pilot. Shoot those guys. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm
see
back.
Me for like 10 minutes later.
I'm back, but only in pilot form.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be about anything but in a ship blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
So I want to know a little bit about Poe.
Yeah.
What would you like to see?
No, the Snoke and Poe.
So basically just backstory about characters we don't know a lot about.
Pretty much. And Rey being trained in the Force.
Yes. Sort of like a la Yoda / Ben.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. She should like run around in a swamp with carrying Luke on her back in a little pouch. Doing flips.
That would be really impressive.
It would.
What the hell is Chewie going to be doing?
I don't know. Hang around, swap old stories.
I don't know how they're going to like ramp it up though. Because
what do you mean?
In the first one, in A New Hope, it's like, there's a fucking Death Star going to blow the shit out of this place.
Yeah.
We destroyed the Death Star. Cool.
Yeah.
Second movie.
Well, Empire Strikes Back, they kind of ramped it down.
They did, but that's like the whole thing of the movies.
But they ramped up the personal conflict.
Yes. The way the whole original trilogy works is that each movie starts out with big bang, and then it sort of dwindles down, and then climaxes.
Yeah.
You know, that's how like every story
works. It's like a 3-act structure.
Yeah, 3-act structure.
Yeah.
But each movie in the original trilogy is also a 3-act structure.
Right.
So like taken together as one long movie, it's a big 3-act structure. Yeah. It's like big first movie, sort of like middly, sort of like really still good and interesting second movie.
Yeah.
And
things
then
start going bad for the
things. Conflict.
Yeah.
And then big, resolution in the third one. So that's sort of like how that works.
So that's what you're expecting from.
I think it might be like that, yeah. But I don't know how they can go bigger than a planet that's a weapon.
2 planets that are weapons.
It's a binary system or something. But yeah, that's clearly what they did. They were like, we've got the Death Star, second Death Star, way bigger than the first Death Star, not mentioned at all in the new movie, when they compared the sizes of the Death Stars and planets. And now it was a planet as a weapon. Where do you go from there?
I don't know, a weapon the size of a sun?
I don't know. They've already got a weapon that drains suns.
Yeah.
Still ridiculous that they drained a sun into a planet, which is like 1/500th the size of the sun.
I guess you don't really need a bigger gun. You just need to put the Resistance under greater threat. Which could just be like a whole fleet turning up and killing everything.
Did you ever play KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic?
Ages ago.
Yeah. That was how they got around not having a Death Star.
How's that?
Was that they killed planets by
Just bombarding
them by like fucking 5,000 ships.
Yeah.
Like blockading the planet and then just scorched Earth the surface.
Yeah.
That's how they destroyed planets. It just seemed like it was such a huge spectacle. And now I can only imagine that it's not going to like be bigger and kaboomy, you know. So I'm wondering how they're going to handle that.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Do you know when the next one's coming out?
2 years.
2 years?
Next year we've got Rogue Squadron.
We do.
Featuring Donnie Yen.
Why do I know that name?
He's a kung fu action star.
Oh,
He's the guy in Iron Monkey.
Ah, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well I think we've talked for long for something that I thought we were going to chit-chat for like 20 minutes to half an hour. We've talked for 59 minutes. So I think that is the end of our little spoiler cast Star Wars chat thing.
Yeah. I'm glad we broke it out into its own thing.
There was no way we were going to be able to include all this.
Yeah.
Even just like morally include all these spoilers into the normal podcast.
Yeah.
So
to sum up, BB-8 is great. All the new characters are great. Han Dying was great.
Han Dying was great.
Yeah.
I feel that it had plot holes, but there's not many movies that don't.
Oh, there was lots of like little inconsistencies.
Yes.
Like,
which is the things
funny
that annoy me.
gags about Han being like, "Oh, I gotta get me one of these," when he like tries Chewie's bowcaster for the first time.
They've been around for like
yeah,
you said,
he's
like...
had that gun for like 50 years. And Han's been travelling with him all that time. He never tried it before. I think he must have.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
We could tell
love
the
it.
people.
Sorry.
We could tell the people where to find us. But what would you like to say about the movie?
I was going to say, should we like give it a rating? What do you think it is out of 10?
Give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's about what I'd give it to.
Yeah.
The minus 2 points is for the logical inconsistencies, which annoy me in every movie that I watch. Really shits me off. I don't know why. Logical inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Like, in-universe consistency is like one of the biggest things. Like, when that fails, it really takes me out of it.
I would put it a bit below the Empire Strikes Back, because it doesn't have the same
Empire Strikes Back or
emotional
Return
punch.
of the Jedi or what?
I would put this lower than Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
But I'd put it on the same level as the other two original trilogy movies. It doesn't have the same, because we are not as invested in these characters.
That's true.
It doesn't have the same emotional impact, but it is certainly a solid foundation.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, you can go to our website at popculturepon.weebly.com.
You can find us on social media, facebook.com/popculturepon and Twitter @popculturepon.
Yes. It feels weird doing that twice in one night.
Yeah.
The finale. And if you enjoyed this, come back at an unspecified time in the future for another episode of the Spoilercast, I suppose.
Yeah. And we review
Poe
Poe versus Python.
The underground sequel.
Yeah.
What would probably be the next one? Probably like a Marvel one that comes out.
I don't know, they're probably not till middle of
Captain
next year,
America.
are they?
Captain America one's coming out?
When's that?
I don't know, soon.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
The
don't
next movie. That
Next
we're
big
both
movie
interested
that we want to really chat about but not spoil it is the one we're probably going to do this next to.
in. The Ridiculous Six.
Was that movie?
It's the Adam Sandler on Netflix.
Oh, what about, I thought it was about the Hateful Seven.
No, the Hateful Eight.
Hateful
Oh, I can't wait for that. It's got Kurt Russell in it. Oh my
That
god.
doesn't really?
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Kurt Russell.
What?